Welcome to Thailand.
Where all your vacation dreams come true.
Okay.
I'm on an elephant. This is Bangkok, Thailand, where we start a vacation of a lifetime that will change the way you see the world. An hour outside Bangkok is the Danwon Floating Market. The floating market was electrifying and kind of an organized chaos. They had tons of fresh food and spices and other things to keep you entertained. One thing's for sure, I'll probably never get to shop like this again. This was awesome, and every day just gets better and better. Since we had planned to do a whole bunch of shopping later, we got our tour guide to take us behind the scenes. Yeah, there's a whole floating village behind the market. At one point we got off the canoe and visited some of the locals and their pets, but these aren't like any American pets. Tricky little gibbon. There's no shortage of animals to play with here in Thailand. And this snake was the biggest one I found, so I had to carry it. We got to walk around their house and taste test the sweets they sold. I recommend a private custom tour guide for the inexperienced traveler. Ours is George. He showed us some amazing Thai food and got us that detour to the rest of the floating city. Dang, that's some amazing Thai food. Just outside the floating market is the Danwon Tiger Zoo. Hanging with tigers is exhilarating, and yet just feels nice to relax with them. While for some this might be frightening, to me, I felt a little closer to my earthly counterpart. Now there are plenty of tiger exhibits in Thailand. Most of them are set up for touristy photo shoots. I enjoyed the Danwon Tiger Zoo because there's a little more focus on interacting and feeding the tigers, yet it isn't as picturesque, which is fine by me. But yes, they still take plenty of pictures. We fed them milk, but you can also feed them meat. One of my biggest regrets from the trip was not paying just a little bit more to feed them meat. Any way you do it, it's awesome. Now it was back to Bangkok for the Chatuchak weekend market. There are thousands of vendors here ready to bargain shop. Shop anything your heart desires too, from food to knockoff apparel to anything. It's all here and on the cheap. Those shoes were like $3. If you are here on the weekend, it is a must-do. The Chatuchak weekend market is awesome. I will put everything I recommend in the description below with links. My wife loved this specialty shop, and why not? It's kind of cool. Your wife will probably like it too. In all Thailand, there are plenty of night places to party it up, but my wife and I aren't partiers, so we finished almost every night with a massage. And why not? This place was like $15 for a 2-hour massage. The next morning, we started off at Wat Pho. Yes, it really sparkles that much. This is the beautiful temple of the reclining Buddha. It is massively impressive and pictures don't do it justice. Just behind the Buddha is a place where people make offerings by dropping money into pots. Each pot comes with a different blessing, but also helps feed the monks. And the grounds are beautiful at this temple, and kind of fun, and rich with history. Lucky for us, we got to witness the anointing of a monk that day, which goes to show this temple still functions and is not just a tourist spectacle. As a side note, becoming a monk in the Buddhist culture brings a blessing and honor on your whole family. A hop, skip, and a jump away is the Grand Royal Palace of Thailand. Once closed off to the public decades ago, now is open and packed with tourists. Nonetheless, it is stunning. The palace's beauty and grandeur are enhanced by its intricate design. With careful planning, you can get some amazing pictures here using the rich variety of colors on the building as a backdrop. Women, wear your best dress for this palace, and you might get asked to be in pictures. Lots and lots of pictures. After all, who wouldn't want a picture with a princess in her palace? That afternoon, we caught a plane to Chiang Mai in northern Thailand. And that night, we booked a Thai cooking class that started with a tour through a local fresh food market. We got to try many of the flavors and got explanations of the food we would be using that night in our cooking. We also got to see many of the foods we would not be using. Thankfully. I will link to this cooking school as well as everything else in this video below. During this cooking class, the instructor teaches how to make the food. Then you taste it. Then you prepare it yourself. You do this for 4 dishes. Then my favorite part, you get to eat it at the end of the night or in the middle of the day if you took a morning class. One of the things I love most about Thailand is its unique and flavorful food. It seemed like everywhere we went we got such flavorful food, and once again it is so inexpensive. So I'm definitely glad we're learning how to cook it. I recommend this cooking class over others for a few reasons. First, the facility is beautiful and serene. Second, they offer night classes if you want to do stuff during the day. And third, they helped even me cook a masterpiece. Remember, Thai food can be spicy, but they are aware of that and will help you get through it. Look how proud I am. That night, we rested in my favorite hotel I have ever stayed at, the Sanity Hotel. But luxury hotels aren't my thing. I felt as though an artist captured the essence of Chiang Mai and made it into this quaint little hotel. I have linked to it below. There's this zen, peaceful waterfall in the middle of the hotel. You can hear it from your room. And now the elephants. Spending a day with the elephants was the coolest thing we have ever done, and alone is worth the trip to Thailand. Sitting atop the elephants, you go for a day's journey crossing rivers, passing through small villages, and climbing forest mountains with some of the most majestic views you will ever see. And this video is nothing in comparison to the beauty you will experience in real life. Once again, I chose this company amongst others because of their focus on interacting with the elephants. It doesn't just stop with the elephant ride. You start by building trust and feeding your elephant, and boy, they love to eat. If you want more time with the elephants, they have 2-day, week, or even month packages to spend a ton of time with the elephants. Around midday, you give yourself and the elephant a mud bath, and they love it. Then hours later, you give the elephants a water bath in the river, and of course, a water fight is bound to break out. The magic is that you make this playful connection with an animal that just yesterday was a stranger. The next morning, we woke up early to catch the sunrise from Wat Pho, a Buddhist temple in the forest mountaintops. This works out best if you wake up early for 3 reasons. First, you avoid the huge tourist crowds later. Second, the sunrise ranks with the best of them. And third, you get to hear the monks chant their daily rituals in the early morning. Today was a Buddhist holiday, so I didn't get to capture the monks chanting. However, since it was a holiday, we went and made an offering to a monk who gave us a bracelet with some sort of words of a blessing. It seemed very small since we aren't of their faith. Once again, our customized tour guide was able to make this all work out, and I loved our tour guide Arnon because he was a former monk and gave us insight to the monk lifestyle. In fact, he also recommended that we stop by the hidden temple on our way back. This tranquil temple provides an environment ideal for meditation and self-reflection. And for us, it provided a vista like we had never seen before. I will link to Arnon's company below. Ask for him. Following the hidden temple, we made our way to Longneck Village. This is one of a few very small villages of Karen refugees that fled Burma and are now confined to their village. Making the most of their situation, they now gladly show off their style in exchange for an entrance fee. They are happy to take pictures too, so win-win. Also, you can purchase any of their handcrafted goods. And don't forget to bring treats if you want the kids to be happy to take pictures too. We had some time to kill, so we hit up this little tourist area where they make paper out of elephant poo. I included this because it actually was pretty fun and makes for some great gifts. They take you through the process of sterilizing, filtering, and forming the paper out of poo, and let you do it yourself. Lastly, before catching our plane to Phuket, we go see a little snake farm. And of course, there are all sorts of slithering and crawling things they want you to play with. But the main feature is their snake show. Pretty impressive. I wonder how many times they've been bitten. The show was so small and personal, we were able to get a few pictures with the snakes. Now in Phuket, you need to grab a tuk-tuk or ride a scooter around Patong, the party city. In Patong, there are plenty of shops. We found a knockoff shoe vendor that took us back to their storage of a plentiful selection. We also found the Hello Kitty Mecca and tons of other places to spend your money. There's one thing that is time sensitive that I highly recommend in Patong. It is a specific custom tailor suit shop. They work with your timing to tailor make a suit for you over the course of a few days and are done by the time you leave. Here you pick your own material and take your measurements in one day, and then you come back with a template jacket that they refine over the next couple days, and so on until your suit is custom fit and you look debonair. My wife pointed out this is awesome because normal shopping is geared toward women. I specifically like the shop linked to below because they keep your measurements, and if you ever want another, they'll ship it to you. There are tons of custom tailor suit shops, some less expensive, some better. This one is my preference. Just a quick tip, that lower back dip in the jacket is very important for sex appeal. Pretty awesome for about $230, eh? Since you have time to spend in Patong, you might as well check out their Muay Thai fighting. Just a warning, this video gets a little violent, so if you want, skip to 14 minutes 10 seconds. I wanted to put this in the video because there's something unique for everyone in Thailand, even for sports lovers. In Patong, there are 2 Muay Thai stadiums, each hosting fights on different nights. This was intense. I was loving it. Unlike a lot of American boxing, these fighters actually fight, which leads to some great action, aggressive punching, and heavy knockouts. Some fights seemed one-sided, which was awesome, and others were more even and strategic, which was awesome. Some fighters were technical and some were very flashy. Even the girls got a dance for that. Speaking of girls, my favorite fight of the night was the women. Check this girl just wail on the other. She didn't stand a chance, but she kept fighting, almost like Rocky. Except she loses pretty bad. Well, okay, actually nothing like Rocky. But either way, it's awesome. If you have any curiosity, you should go check out Muay Thai fighting. If for no other reason, it's just an intense, fun night. There are 2 things, in my opinion, that you have to do in Thailand. First is the day with the elephants. But just as important is the 2C tour to James Bond Island. It is nature at its finest. This was my favorite moment of the trip. We were the first to get in our canoe, and what we rode into was a breathtaking lagoon opening up to the morning sky. And as others with us caught up, the guide had us do a minute of silence, and you can just hear the noises of wildlife communicating with each other. Birds and monkeys chattering, the water moving, the stillness of the morning. This felt like nirvana. If you go to Phang Nga Bay, use the 2C tour and wake up early, but do not go by speedboat. The charm of this tour is the kayaks, and you can't use them if you go by speedboat. And you could see the jealousy of the other tourists as we rode through the caves they couldn't access, or we got close to a monkey that they couldn't see. A couple of recommendations. Most people choose between the Phi Phi Islands and Phang Nga Bay. Phi Phi is amazing, but it gets 3 times the amount of tourists. If you go Phi Phi, go by speedboat and pick an early tour. I don't know how, but each cave opening seemed to be a new window to paradise. Next, we took the boat to Hong. Its eminence provided us with a view that, well, just take a look. Every turn was an overload of nature to the senses. Now just take a minute to enjoy the scenery for a moment. The reason for an early tour isn't just to beat the other tourists, which is important, but some of these caves, like the one to the lagoon, can only be accessed at low tide in the morning. To finish our tour of Phang Nga Bay, we took pictures at James Bond Island, then made our way to Lawa to play on the swings and just chill. And just another note, don't let the rainy season deter you from going to Thailand. It normally only rains a couple 30-minute sessions a day. I even enjoyed the ride home, just looking out at the islands. It's like the hills of Ireland, just sitting on the Bahama shores. Our last day in Phuket, we spent at our luxury hotel, Point Yamu by Como, just relaxing. My wife loved this resort. Where else are you going to get such a luxury hotel overlooking the beach for so little cost? All my recommendations for hotels, things to do, and for filming I have linked to in the description below. Like this video and subscribe.